Hey guys, welcome back to our newest RU match. Today we're gonna be having a match against Mienshanes. Now I have a couple of things I want to mention about this guy, but I wanna sort of tell you guys what happened lately for you guys that didn't get my message, previously. My power supply died. Now because my power supply died, I had to replace it with an old one because my old one cannot really. It doesn't have the requirement it takes to handle my current graphic card. I had to replace my graphic card as well. But because I have an old graphic card now, it cannot even run the Smogon, meaning that I cannot record any battles for you guys, which is a bummer. But that is luckily gonna change, especially now as I'm actually looking into buying a really good power supply just to be sure I'm gonna have enough power even after updating it after time, because computers are there to update it and update it and update it again. What is gonna make it easy is because I was lately quite busy. I didn't bring you guys any showdown, mainly the reason because the hometown here, there was so many people having computer problems, and they actually come to me to fix them. And every computer solution brings a buck or two, and that's just gonna make the whole buying of a new power supply that much easier. So I guess it's just the best timing on that behalf. But right here we have a match against Mienshanes. This guy put so much effort for me lately. I actually sent him a save file and he actually recorded it. He made the layout, he made that design displaying at the beginning. He's actually working on the background. I actually plan on paying him, but he was like no, and it really does show. It's his hobby, it's his passion as a whole. This right here it's ridiculous, and so much respect to you, man. You're like a YouTuber gift, that's all I can say. I need to repay you for this, really. I've been planning to give you an SOS way back, but now you gone way too far for me, man. Thank you. But here we go. Let's go straight to it. I'm gonna switch out to Moltres. He's gonna go for the Eruption, doing way too much damage. Holy mother of God! What the hell is that, right? Eruption did 75 nearly. That's crazy. But I bluffed the Scarf. Thank you. Because if I would have not bluffed the Scarf, he would have probably destroyed my whole team. I mean, Omasar can easily come in after that, but that's about it. He can easily switch out and proceed to be a pain afterwards. But luckily that was not the case. Seeing the damage his Typhlosion is actually specs. He switches out to Slowking. I switch out to Sabrina because Sabrina does have dry skin. And again, Slowking shouldn't be that big of a problem, so I decided to go for a sub. He's gonna switch out to Scyther. I know he's gonna outspeed. I was still not too sure what kind of set he is. He may be Scarf, he may be Bandit. Sabrina sub is gonna get, he's gonna get broken down. Either way, so I can probably at least do something about this. I know he's gonna switch out, that's the reason I decided to go for the sub, and I'm just gonna go for the level kiss as he switches out his special wall, which is not bad at all, because I want his Slowking to be asleep, and all of this, the effect he put into Slowking after getting to sleep. That's pretty cool. But really, he put so much effort into it. He's a person that deserves something like an SOS. It's a project that helps others, but he never asked for it. And after seeing his, I was thinking about it. I was thinking way back before this ever happened. And you guys really should go check him out. That's a guarantee. You guys will enjoy his stuff. He's still pretty new to the YouTube uploadings, but he's pretty damn good as a battler. So I'm gonna switch out to Magneton. Well, he's gonna switch out to Magneton. I'm gonna switch out to my Central Sandslash, and I'm EV spread a little bit differently. I have max speed instead of max HP, which was a problem on my behalf, unfortunately. But he's gonna go for the hidden power. He's gonna take me out. And I'm gonna go for the Moltres, just go for the Fire Blast, knowing that nothing on his team really appreciates it. Plus I'm thinking that he's gonna think that I'm gonna predict his Slowking to come in, plus he's asleep, so again, nothing on his team is really gonna appreciate, because this is specs, ladies and gentlemen, this is specs. And Radigan comes in here after his previous Pokemon was taken down, and I know for a fact he's gonna put up the rocks. I know he resists my main locked move, a fire move. But if I switch out, I'm just gonna have my Moltres to be a Death Fire. Plus, there may be a possibility, because he's got Stealth Rock, he does not have Sucker Punch, which is gonna make my Moltres possibility to live, a little bit longer, just that much higher. But unfortunately, yeah, I guess I do get a burn, which was quite great to see. But he actually glares, and because I didn't take him out, I was mainly planning I'm gonna be taken down, but that was not the case, and he actually glares. And I was actually thinking, why would he glare? and then it actually strike me. The reason he glare is to get that rapid spin off. Knowing that he's got a Typhlosion, Eruption is gonna get heavily crippled. He's got that Scyther there, especially his Scyther. His team is a little bit weak on the Stealth Rock side, but he does have a spinner, and here he actually makes a misclick. And you know, there is no reason to not believe him, especially after seeing he glare just for the sake of outspeeding me with his with this Pokemon right here. But you know, just thinking, okay, maybe he was still thinking I'm Scarf to begin with. You know, he's still pretty new to the Pokemon. I would have mostly just, you know, I would have been sure that I'm Specs after doing that much Draudigon. I've been sure from the fact from the beginning his Typhlosion was Specs. So Moltres Bluff with Scarf was that much more involved in there, but not to mention that it actually worked, when if it actually wouldn't have worked, he would have probably just destroyed me right in the start outside of Omastar. But Omastar is a key. I need my Omastar, I need to preserve it. So here comes the Scyther. He's gonna go for the Aero Ace, and he's actually gonna take me out. Now he's actually Scarf. Now I never really see Scythers being Scarf, but hey, you know, it's Scythers being Scarf. I mean, that thing is actually quite fast, and just putting Scarf on it, and actually quite powerful, as a crit actually takes down my Draudigon. Jasmine comes in here, my Excavalier. I'm just gonna go for the, I believe, yeah, he's you know, he's a sleep Slowking of his, so there is really no reason for me to overpredict. Plus Ironhead should be doing some damage, Stealth Rock should be doing some additional damage to his Typhlosion. So in both situations, his Typhlosion should not be looking that good if he were to switch in straight away. If he does have Fire Blast, well, that can sort of work, but again, I have my Omastar at full HP. It's a key Pokemon to, you know, to that Typhlosion there. It cannot just come in and just proceed to try to Distrolish me, because Omastar can afterwards come in and start setting up, especially after Slowking being asleep. You know, I do have Hidden Power Grass. I'm not going to be having that much difficulty facing it, because sleep does reset. But yeah, Slowking is unfortunately going to be taken down. I do have enough speed, and this is weird that Smogon doesn't request, I mean, Smogon doesn't put as a more of a needed EV spread, because it is, Slowking is a very viable Pokemon in RU. You mainly always face it, like 80% of matches is a Slowking in there, and it outspeeds you, and majority of them have Fire move. One of them, and you know, Excavalier doesn't like Fire move, so just put enough EVs to outspeed a Slowking. That is the key, and I do have enough EVs to outspeed Slowking. I believe I have a little bit more, just in case somebody gets the idea that you know, people are gonna run something like this. So I'm gonna have 100% assurance that I'm gonna actually outspeed him and keep on going. So gonna go for the poison against this. I protect just to scout what kind of move he's gonna lock himself into, and he's gonna, you know, lock himself into Focus Blast, predicting me to switch out. I guess I could have just have my Moltres to be a Death Fodder, but I was like, no, let's just poison him first, let's just protect first, and then have Moltres to come in, as poison is gonna rack up a bit, and making him forced to stay in. If he switches out the Scyther, he's probably gonna go down to 1 HP, but again, at the amount of HP I'm at, he's probably not gonna one-shot me with anything from his Boof Bull in a long term without a crit. Plus, even if he does go for the crit, I'd still have the Omastar there, so he's gonna need to go for something that I tend to resist. But for now, I'm gonna switch out to Moltres. I'm seeing, okay, that probably Poison, the last one, is gonna take him out, no problem about it. And Poison, you know, it's gonna take him out, as Moltres is gonna be an excellent Death Fodder. So Moltres Specs did massive damage. I mean, Draudigon nearly two-shotted. Predicting the Stealth Rocks there, that was actually a bit of a key. But then checking out his team, he didn't have too many common Stealth Rockers, so I'm pretty sure that Draudigon was the one, because the move tutors, it can actually learn it. It's actually pretty good and viable to have it on his move pool at times, especially with rough skin. But right now we're gonna switch out. He's gonna switch out to his last remaining. Gonna go for that desperate attempt for the Aero Ace. Scyther's desperate attempt of taking me out. I'm gonna go for Ironhead, and I'm gonna take him out. Now the match actually came down to be a very close one when you look at it. I mean, it was a 3-0 score, but don't get fooled. That Typhlosion was actually a massive threat to my team. As you can probably tell, I didn't have a single Scarfer. The beginning Bluff of Scarf was a really dangerous move, but excellent, because if I would have not done that, I would have probably lost the game. He still had that Slowking to stop my my Omastar from freely switching in against his fire moves. But Eruption, with that amount of power, I believe it can actually two-shot quad resisted Omastar's typing with a fire move Eruption, and that right there kind of shows, you know, it could have, you know, come in once and then I would have been forced to attack him straight out the bat or Shell Smash. But outside of that, Again, he's got that Slowking. When Slowking was going to sleep, that was that much easier to handle. Great game, Mienshanes. I really enjoy our match. Hope to battle you again, guys. Go check him out. I cannot stress this enough. He brings really good content to the table. And that's gonna be it for today. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. And what the hell? Nobody's playing RU. Look at this picture right here. Who's playing RU? Is RU actually a tier? I know the RU, I guess, is the most stalliest tier out of them all. But I mean, stall is just another way of playing it, and wow, really shows the patience. Anyways, guys, until next time, peace out.